Back to another video. So in the previous video we seen how we can store multiple or list of data in the firebase. So now in this video we will see how we can retrieve it in the format of a list, or multiple data can be retrieved, and how it can be displayed with the help of a recycler view. So basically a recycler view is nothing but a type of a UI element which holds the multiple dynamic elements in it. So if you don't have anything about any information about the recycler view, go to my previous series and find the recycler view. A separate video will be there. Go try it out. It's just a simple, a few steps required to make it work. Okay, so now let's jump back to our Android Studio. This is our last video's code. So now for using Firebase as a multiple list or while retrieving data, there are few needs or few things we have to make sure. So initially we have to use one of the dependencies. So initially we added the dependencies with the help of Firebase Assistant, right? So now we have to manually add one dependency, that is Firebase UI database. So this is the dependency. I will highlight for you once more. Okay, so basically this dependency we require. I will provide it in the description box so that you can easily copy it, or you can just go to, like, type in Firebase UI dependency for Android Studio. So it will provide you the this dependency. Make sure that your version is the latest one, because if it is the older one it might show some error. Okay, so after pasting the dependency in gradle.build, right, just see now, build.gradle, and module will be our app. So basically in this we store all our dependencies. Then just click on sync now button. So it will download the required files and extra things in our studio itself. So as it is done, we can close this file. Okay, so now to make all these things work, we have to create two different classes. One will be adapter class and one will be data class. So what is data class? Data class is nothing but a type of data you are storing in Firebase and as well as in our your application. Okay, so like what will be our data class will be, like, now you can see here we have only student name present, right? So we will create one data class which contains a string that of variable student name. Okay, so it should be same as this. So firstly we will go to Android Studio, then click on our package name, then click on new, and then click on Java class. Then it will be named as data dot class. Just simple, nothing to worry. Then just create one string called of the student name, s and n will be capital. Okay, then with the help of inbuilt functionality, just press alt insert. So you will get a window like generate window like this. So initially create a constructor which is null, like nothing in it. Then also create another constructor which contains our data field, so we can assign our data easily. And then we need to create the getter and setters. So what are the getter and setters? Getter and setter are nothing but when we want to set a particular value, we can access this method, like get set set student name. And when we want to retrieve a particular value, particular student name, we can use get student name. So these are the mandatory methods you need to create. Okay, so and why this is required, the blank constructor, if you want to use it before, like if you want to initialize before the use, you can directly initialize it with the blank constructor itself. Okay, so then we have to create a new class, that is adapter class. So we will name it as adapter, and we will extend one method, you can, or class called, as you can see, Firebase recycler adapter. So Firebase Recycler Adapter is nothing but UI functionality provided by Firebase. So it helps to like automatically discard the data whenever we delete at the runtime, or update the data whenever we update at the runtime. So basically, for real-time changes, if you want real-time changes in your application, we can use Firebase Recycler Adapter. So this adapter helps us to display all the different list of data in a particular recycler view. So basically it is the, you can say, like a mediator or bridge between your UI element and your database, right? So inside this braces, we require two parameter to pass. One will be our data class that we created, that is data. So make sure your data class will be our package name, com dot whatever your package name will be. And other, we require to create one view holder class. So we can name it as class adapter view holder, and we will extend it as recycler view dot view holder. Okay, so when you type this method, just click on this particular line, then click on alt and enter. So it suggests what is the required thing. So it says create a constructor matching super, click on that. So basically the error is gone and we have created our view holder class. So here we need to pass another method, that is adapter view holder. So as you can see, the two parameters are covered, but still there is a red line, or you can say error. So there are two different method, on create view holder and on bind view holder. So these files or these classes should be implemented. So for that, just click again on that particular line, click on alt enter. It shows our solution, implement method and make adapter abstract. So implement methods, then it shows the both methods to, just click on enter. So it automatically creates our what you can say, two different methods for us. Then again it's showing error, then again click on alt enter. It will ask create constructor using matching super. Just click on it, it will create one constructor. You can remove this command. Okay, so now all different errors are gone. So this is our basic adapter. Now what we're gonna do, as you can see our UI is here. So inside UI we need to write one tag, that is recycler, and we can give it as anything you want, but make sure to pass a id so that we can identify that it is our recycler view. Then we will name it as id as list. Okay, so now as you can see, in the recycler view there are item listed like 0, 1, 2, 3. So it shows like I can store multiple items, just provide me the list of item. So how we can achieve this? With the help of adapter. But adapter is just a code, it requires one UI element to display our particular data. Like now currently we have only name, but in future you might have image, you might have a different text, you have a paragraph, you have a different text fields, anything you can have. So for our purpose currently here is only a name, or so for that we require a particular text view. So how we can do that? So we need to create one custom UI or custom layout. So for that, go to layout part and click on right click, then click on new layout resource file. So in that you can name it as anything custom, I will say list item. Okay, then click on enter. Then go to split, make this constraint layout as linear layout, and make the orientation to be vertical. So here what we will do, we will create one text view with match parent and wrap content. We will provide one ID as student name display. Okay, Then we will set text alignment at center. Then we will set the text size would be of like 25 sp. We will set text style will be bold, and then we can set one margin of 10 dp so it cannot like overlap with each other. So here is our custom list is ready. So now how we can connect these two things like custom list and adapter. So go to the adapter again. Here you can see one field that is on create view holder, and it is returning null. So here we have to return our particular view is nothing but you can say a particular item or particular layout or particular displaying part that should be displayed to the user or for any type of different material. So we will create one view. So you can see android.view, there will be view. So for that we need to pass our layout, right? So we have to use layout inflator. Layout inflator helps in getting your layout and inflating it to particular view. So layout inflator dot, just a minute, I don't know. Okay, so layout inflator dot from, so like where you want to attach this particular view, right? So we are attaching it to our main file or main class. So we can say parent dot get context. So get context will retrieve us the particular context of this file, so it will be attached to our main file. Okay, and where I am getting this parent, you can see over here view group as parent. And if you like don't getting any inside points, you can just simply click on the control space bar. The suggestion will be automatically appear. So here we want to inflate, right? And what we want to inflate, r dot layout dot, you can say custom list item. And what is the next parameter? So I am selecting over here like you can say here it asks for parent and what is the view type for your. So you can say click on parent, and then attached to roots will be what you can say, you can set false or you can set true. So we will set by default as false. Then what we will do, we will return our view. But to return a view, we can use our adapter view holder class, right? So we have created adapter view holder. Why it is showing? Because we haven't written new. Okay, now all errors are gone. So why we are using adapter view holder here? Because this layout we have created, right? But how we can access the particular items like this text view in the this file or in the UI element particularly. So here in the adapter view holder we can access that. So how we can access that? Simply type here text view this, I will write as this. Then inside this method you can say this is equals to item view. So item will point to the particular layout. Then we can say find view by id. Then r dot id dot, you can say our student name display. So as you can see, we have displayed the or we have accessed the id of particular text view in our adapter. So now how we can like set our data in the text view, right? So here there is a method called onBind view holder. So in this method you can just click on holder dot this. So what is holder? Holder is nothing but holder will hold the UI elements from the view holder. So as we can see, we just type in the holder, then this is nothing but our text view. Okay, and then we can use the different method as set text. So for setting text we requires a data, right, which from the database. So as we have imported our data class over here, we can use that data class as variable. It is model. So model dot get student name. So as you can see how why we require getter and setter. So for this purpose we require getter and setter. So get student name is nothing but, you can see, this method. Okay, so I think for adapter this is enough. So now we have to go back to our main activity file and now actually retrieve the data. Okay, so go to main activity file. This is our save data function, this is our add data function. So here we will write one query. So query is nothing but, if you are familiar with SQL, then you might know what is query is. So like rather than writing this directly, uh, we can store this particular thing in a query, as a query. Okay, so we will make it as reference dot child. What is our child? Student list. Okay, so basically we are going with student list. So we are going up to here so that we can retrieve all data inside this particular list. So we can like save this. Then what we gonna know, we need one firebase recycler adapter. Oh sorry, firebase recycler options, so that with the help of these options we can pass our parameter, or pass our adapter to this particular data, and our adapter will help us to display that data on our UI elements, right? So in that it requires two fields. So now like suppose you don't know what to write here, just click on control and spacebar. You can see the different suggestions are over here. So first will be our data class, and second will be main activity dot class file. Just check what is the suggestion. Create variable virus recycler options. Okay, just give me a minute, we will check what is the issue. Okay, so identify unexpected firebase UI database recycler adapters. Or we can just pass data, then firebase recycler options. Okay, just we have to pass only data class. Okay, equals to new firebase recycler options dot builder. So here we need to pass again data. Then after that we need to set a query, set query as our query. So here we created that query, and then we need to pass again our data class. So data dot class, and then we will pass the build, and we will press semicolon. So in this way we have successfully created our firebase options. So now it's time to like what you can say, uh, set the adapter first, right? So for doing that, we can here write it as our adapter. We created adapter variable, then scroll back again, then here we can type it as adapter is equals to new adapter. So it requires two parameters. First one is our options, that is firebase recycle options, and then we to pass the context field, right? So get application context, or we can just pass this also. We can set it as this only. Okay, we in some conditions, if you are using your context in the adapter part, so like over here, if you are again asking for adapter in this constructor or particular context, then you need to provide it. For our purpose right now it is not needed, so forget about anything, just focus on adapter is equal to new adapter, and then we have to pass our firebase options, right? So then we have to set our adapter to whom? To our recycler view. So we will call our recycler view Then we will set find view by id of recycler view equals to find view by id r dot id dot we have passed our recycler view id will be list. So this id came from here. Okay, so then again go to main activity, then over here you can say recycler view dot set adapter, and here we can pass our adapter. Okay, so now if we run this application, nothing will be displayed. So why? Because we are not like listening to adapter, and we are not like stopping the adapter whenever we require. So to display anything in from the adapter, we have to start the listening. So what is start listening? Basically, we have to make the adapter in focus. So for that, we have to use two different methods from the adapter itself. But to use that, we need to use some life cycle from the activity life cycle. So you can just create simply just type on start, you will provide the protected void. So basically this method it will be started whenever the activity is started. So here you can type adapter dot start listening, and same for on stop, adapter dot stop listening. Simple. Okay, so now let's see if it works or not. Just give it a shot. So let's see it will show our data or not. Okay, nothing is yet displayed. Why? What went wrong? Just check on our logcat panel. So it's showing our error over here. So why our data is not loaded? So for that we need to like attach one layout to our recycler view, because the recycler view doesn't know how to display and what to display. So for that we can just go with our main activity file, then go down, just type in recycler view set layout manager new. We will set it as linear layout manager, and then linear layout manager dot vertical, uh, and then linear layout manager dot horizontal. I think this doesn't require this require type context we provided in, or linear layout manager, and we can just pass get application context. Okay, so let's see it happens or not. So as you can see, only one data is displayed, but we have two different things like abc and xyz. So why it is displaying only one reference? Okay, so yeah, it took me a while to figure out the solution, because like we have made one mistake. So when we go to our like custom list item, our UI file for this particular element, or one single row, you can see we made it as match parent. So as we used the constraint layout, it is by default match parent. So it is covering all over the UI element, right? But we requires to be as a wrap content, because we need to particularly wrap that particular item, so that another item can be displayed in future. So it is solved now. We can just simply type in any theme here to see that. As you can see, the new data is going to be added. So this dynamic functionality we are getting is because of firebase recycler adapter and firebase recycler options. So if you use a normal firebase adapter, like normal recycler view adapter, so the list will be displayed, but if you update it at the runtime you have to refresh your app, you have to go back to a particular thing and come back to see the results. So rather than doing this, we are using firebase recycler adapters and firebase recycler options as well. So you can see like data in the firebase console as it displays the different data we are adding. Okay, so this is nothing but retrieving the multiple data and displaying it a recycler view for our UI. So I know few things are might be complicated to you, few things are easy for you. So make sure to give it a shot or give it a try in your own environment. Try to make a small application that store a list of notes you have to do, or a list of items you want to buy from the uh, general store or anything. And to get a better hand, we will do, or we will create another video that has the whole application. Like we will take the whole data of particular employee, or you can say student, we will figure out that later. And we will store a particular student or employees data, and we will display a card. So in the different cards, only employees name or employees ID will be displayed, or student roll number. And when we click on that, a particular box will be open that shows multiple another data collected in the uh, data adding part, right? So this again, in that video we will cover all these things once again, so you will get one upper hand and you will get revised all these things. So try it out, give it a shot. If you have any query, if you have any question, please feel free to reach me out. You can write down your questions in the comment as well, I will be replying to as soon as possible. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you everyone for joining, and share it so your friends can also learn the Android Studio and the Firebase functionality as well. So thank you again, bye bye, keep learning.